Welcome back to TTS Daily with me, I'm Yi. We have 3 stories today, all Singapore related and all related to court or crime. So it's going to be a little bit technical today. The first story is about an appeal and the appeal results surprised me. The second is an update on the Audrey Fang. And the last story is about teen robbers in Singapore. Okay, our first story is in Singapore, where Anita Damu, 57, was sentenced to 2 years and 7 months jail in December 2018 for domestic worker mistreatment. Okay, so basically she mistreated her 29-year-old Indonesian maid between 2014 to 2015. Anita pleaded guilty to 5 charges, which include depriving the victim of rest, splashing hot water, burning with an iron, poking with a metal prong, and hitting with a slipper. And Anita was also ordered to pay 8,000 Singapore dollars in compensation to the victim. Anita claimed auditory hallucinations drove her actions, supported by 2 psychiatric reports, which was accepted by the district judge in 2018. After the 2018 sentencing, both Anita and the prosecution actually appealed against the sentence. However, before the appeal could be heard in 2019, the Chief Justice remitted the case to the lower court to verify Anita's hallucination claims, requiring her testimony now instead of just relying on 2 psychiatric reports. However, Anita was diagnosed with schizophrenia, deemed unfit for trial, and was confined to the Institute of Mental Health from June 2023. She was finally certified fit for trial on August 5, 2024, and she and family members testified. In a district court ruling on April 2025, the district judge now ruled that Anita's hallucination claims were a fabrication, nullifying her psychiatric defense. So her 2 psychiatric reports are now null. We now go to the appeal hearing in High Court on May 26, 2025, where Chief Justice actually increased Anita's sentence to 7 years, deeming the original sentence manifestly inadequate due to the erroneous hallucination assumption. And the prosecution actually proposed 4 years and 7 months. The Chief Justice found this to be insufficient, citing the cruelty and harm to the victim. And the compensation was increased to a total sum from 8,000 Singapore dollars to 21,588 Singapore dollars to the victim. A written judgment explaining the sentence will be released in the future. This was one of the more surprising and shocking appeal hearing results I've read so far, where the Chief Justice actually asked the lower court to verify Anita's hallucination claims first, and the district court ruled her hallucination claims as a fabrication, nullifying her psychiatric defense. And then, besides just increasing her sentence to the prosecution's recommended amount, the Chief Justice deemed it insufficient and increased it to 7 years, which is more than double her original sentence of 2 years and 7 months. And also not to forget, the $8,000 compensation is now 21,588 Singapore dollars. And now we have a surprising development on the Audrey Fang case. So on May 28, 2025, a Spanish court has rejected a deportation request by Spain's General Commissariat for Aliens and Borders, supported by Fang's family lawyers. So basically, Spanish law permits deportation for foreigners charged with crimes carrying less than 6 years imprisonment or alternative sentences. However, Ong's potential charge, which has a minimum of 15 years, disqualifies him from this provision. In Spain, only carries a sentence of 15 to 25 years. Take note, this is vastly different from Singapore, where the penal code carries a mandatory death penalty for premeditated murders. We will keep you up to date with this case. And finally, our last story of the day, where 4 men, or should I say 4 teenagers, aged 17 to 19, was arrested on May 28 for 2 attempted robberies on May 27 and 28. The incidents occurred surprisingly at the same block, Block 432 Clementi Avenue 3, targeting victims selling luxury watches on Carousel. So the first incident happened on May 27, where these 4 teenagers allegedly attempted to rob a victim at the location, posing as buyers. However, the victim grew suspicious and left before the robbery could occur. And on May 28, 2 of the original 4 men attempted to rob a new victim, one armed with a sharp object, and tried to cover the victim's head with a plastic bag. The victim managed to escape and alerted the police. The sharp object was discarded by the suspects but was recovered. So now the 2 teenagers from the May 28 incident are going to be charged on May 30th with attempted armed robbery, facing 2 to 7 years in jail, and at least 12 canes of the stroke if convicted. And another man from the May 27 incident will be charged with attempted robbery, with the other being investigated for criminal conspiracy to commit robbery. Stay safe out there, everyone. If you're going to be dealing with high value items, please do not meet at void decks, okay? Please meet and don't go there alone. Bring a friend along, and please meet at areas where, there's more people around you. Probably, what do you say, Starbucks?